The age-old question. Can people actually make money online? And if so, if it's not all BS, who is the guru to follow? Who is the keeper of the sacred way to make money from your mom's basement? Who has the key? Who knows the right way? Or is it all BS? Well, in this video, the most woke internet house empty business millionaire guy, I think that's my title now, it changes every video, I'm going to tell you the truth about this. And frankly, it's going to be pretty ugly. It's actually going to sound pretty counterintuitive to what you hear from other people saying. And as a person that's actually made a lot of money online and helped a lot of people make money online, the answer is going to sound really weird. So here's the answer. No, average people can't make money online. In the past, I truly believed that, everybody could go and start a business, and an average person could learn the right tactics, the right set of skills, and start a business. But about 6 to 8 months ago, I really stopped believing that. I don't think it's possible at all. And you should give me 10 minutes to explain why in this video, because if you have any intent of starting a business and you try to start one without understanding what I'm going to explain this business, I don't think you're going to succeed. I think you're going to fail. I think your chances of success are borderline zero. And you should understand why, because they don't have to be zero. But if you don't get this, they will be zero. And so this is one of the reasons why I stopped selling courses. If you see any of my ads that I run right now, I only work with businesses that are doing at least usually $20,000 per month. To get into Hyros, my software company, you have to be spending at least $20,000 a month on ads. And to work with me for YouTube consulting, your business has to be doing substantial numbers, at least $10,000 to $20,000 a month, usually a lot more in many instances. And there's a reason why I do that. And is it because I think selling courses online or teaching people to make money online is some scam or super cringy? I do think it's super cringy. That's one of the reasons why I stopped. But it's not a scam, but it is one of the hardest challenges you can ever undertake for this one reason. And I've come to understand that this challenge is taken far too lightly. Getting a person who is, for lack of better words, normal, to the mental point, the mental fortitude needed to build a successful business. It's one of the greatest challenges, one of the hardest things you can ever do. You can do it, but you need to dedicate your entire mind, focus, and life to going and not just teaching people business skills, but transforming people into people who are people that can take advantage of those business skills. And that's hard. It's really, really hard. And while I've been very successful in the past, for example, HCOM readily turns out people have gotten great results with e-commerce. It's not the challenge that I want to really dedicate my life to. And I want to kind of share with you my thoughts on this. Why can't average people usually go and make money? And the reason for this, the reason why an average person can't go and make money is most people think they don't have the right info. They don't have the right set of skills. They haven't learned the right thing. It is almost absolutely never, ever the education the person has or the tactics they're using. It is never, ever those things. That's why I'm like, this is tough, because what you have to do to actually get someone to generate money is you have to fix the person. You have to fix the person. You can't just teach them the things to do. It doesn't matter what the things are. And here's the crazy thing. The reason why I don't think many average people can go start a business online and why I think most people will fail, it is almost never a skills thing. It is always an output thing. It is always the ability to get the right work done quickly and efficiently, consistently over time. That's all it comes down to. If you can master that, you can build any type of business you want. You can start businesses from scratch. Your chance for success is extremely high, in my opinion. But nobody focuses on this, nobody does this, and nobody ever puts the effort into this. And it really comes down to three things. And if you understand these three things, I think your chance of starting a business online, offline, or being successful in general is extremely high. But it has nothing to do with the right skills. It has nothing to do with tactics. It has a lot more to do with making your bed. And so I truly believe the best way to actually help beginners or average people build their first business is you teach them how to make their bed. You teach them how to be a productive human being, and you teach them how to think. Then they can go do anything else, and I can do that for free on my channel. So that's what I'm going to do right here. And so if you want to start a business or you even want to grow your business, I swear I work with veteran entrepreneurs, and they don't have a shot in hell of growing their business because they don't have this down. They don't understand these three things. And the three things you have to get isolated is how do dopamine levels in your head work. Next, you have to understand how to maximize the time that you have. And three, you have to be able to set proper goals. These all sound like super basic things, but they're not, because nobody does these things. So let's just start. Dopamine. The reason why average people cannot be successful is this. Have you ever looked at people that start businesses? There's always this origin story of them being in a really hard position and starting their business. That's because people that start businesses and succeed usually have a gift that average people don't. They have the gift of pain, suffering, and fear. Those things can make you do things. They will make you do all sorts of stuff. Fear and pain will trigger you to run for miles, jump off cliffs, and do things you would never normally do. And this is why you never hear about trust fund babies going and starting businesses. They don't have pain and suffering. But you need to understand this. The average person in today's day and age, their brain is so fried, their dopamine receptors are so fried, they can't enjoy building a business. There is one ultimate truth to building a business. You have to enjoy it. And that's because you can't do things you don't enjoy. And the problem with most average people is you carry this little device around, you're on social media, you're playing video games, you're drinking, you're doing all sorts of things that skyrocket your dopamine levels to the point that you need so much dopamine to feel motivated to do anything that starting a business won't do it. It's a low dopamine activity. Your dopamine receptors will not be triggered. They will not be engaged by the work that goes into building a business. That's the first thing. If you want to build a business, the way you motivate yourself is if you're average and you don't have a gun to your head kind of mentality, you're going to have the motivation to do it. And so the only way to really achieve that motivation is you need to remove all the things that are triggering dopamine in your life in excessive levels. You will not be motivated to do it. If I am playing video games constantly, if I'm going out drinking and partying constantly, if I'm on social media a lot every single day, I will not have motivation to work in my business. I will wake up and not have my list written out. I will sleep in. I won't be motivated. And I've been doing this for nearly a decade. This is everything I'm about, and I will lose motivation. So if you're an average person and you're going into it with this type of disadvantage, good luck. It's not going to happen. The first thing you must do is a strong dopamine detox. And if you want to learn how to do that, I talk about it in like the last video. So you should just go check the video. I'll have it pop up right here. Next, the reason why beginners and average people and even veterans don't have a chance in hell of growing or starting a business is because they don't know how to maximize their time. Let me explain this. So most beginners have a job. And the biggest thing that actually kills beginners is the fact that they have very limited time, and there's two parts to this. First off, you have a maximum output time in a day. For example, my time period where I get almost 80% of my results from is between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m. Okay, I can pull a 10-hour day, but those 4 hours are where the impactful work comes from. I don't talk to anybody. I don't do anything. And see, what most beginners do is their best hours, their highest output hours in the day, they're dedicated to their job. It doesn't work like that. You need to figure out when you're most alert and when you are best during the day, and you need to find a way to work on your business during that time. So for a lot of people, this is going to be very early in the morning. What you should do if you're trying to start a business is find out this time, but most people it's going to be early in the morning, is wake up early and work on your business first thing. Get all of your hard thinking, your creative thinking put into your business, the thing you're starting. Do not start working on other people's businesses. Do not start working on your job. Do not go and apply your heavy energy to the thing that's not going to move you forward in life. Don't get off work when you're tired and your brain's already worn out and then try to do your impactful work. It will not work. That's the number one reason, or one of the number one reasons why beginners don't really stand a chance. Number two, during these time periods, if you have stopped your brain from being a dopamine machine like I talked about in the last section, or the last step I covered, you're not going to be distracted. But you're probably not going to listen to me on step one, and you're going to go into this 2-hour, 3-hour period that you have, the very minimum small amount of time that you have, and you're going to be distracted. You're going to be checking Facebook. You're going to be doing these 5 or 6 different things. And what is going to happen is that 3 hours, in that 3 hours, you will get about 30 minutes of solid work done. When you are working, you need to be only working. Pick one thing you're going to work on for the day and just do that. For example, yesterday I was shooting a sales video. From 4 a.m. to noon, I only worked on a sales video. I didn't check my phone. I wasn't on Facebook one time. Didn't check the price of Bitcoin. Didn't check all the virus stuff that's going on. That was just what I did. Most beginners and most veterans can't do that, so it takes them forever to get anything done. And the secret to moving forward quickly is getting a lot done. That's it. You can have the best tactic on planet Earth. You can go to any guru. You can buy any course. If you cannot get a lot done, you will not be successful. The end. That's it. And then finally, you need to know how to work on just one thing. And I mean one goal. Most beginners are working on 3 different businesses. They're trying 4 different things. You need to pick just one thing and work on just that one thing. You do not have enough time to split your time. You do not have enough skill to be working on 3 or 4 different things. If you are going to pick a business model, only work on that business model. And so that 3 hours you have, that 2 hours you have every day, make sure it's your best time, isolated time, and you get the max amount done. You can get more done in those 2 hours than most veteran entrepreneurs who are actually making money can get done in weeks. I've worked with a lot of veteran entrepreneurs. That's a fact. I can get more done in about 4 to 5 hours. I'm not even tooting my horn. There's plenty of people who outproduce me. But most entrepreneurs I know, it takes them weeks to make a webinar. It takes them weeks to make a sales video. I can do that in a morning because of this. I understand this. And it's not because I'm super talented or smart. It's because I understand this and how my brain is going to work when it comes to doing high output work. Finally, this is, well, it's just up where they're with the last two. It's an ultimate killer. It's not setting the correct goals. When most people start a business, or when veterans are even trying to grow their business, what they do is their goal is money. Now, am I going to go hippie and Andrew Yang on you and tell you not to make money? No. I really don't try to make money in my businesses anymore because you can only do so much with money. And frankly, I live in an apartment where I only have a desk and a bed. I don't own anything. I don't need any money. But you might not be like that, and that's fine. But if you set your goal as money, you will not improve because you're constantly trying to make money. See, if you're trying to be a top paid entrepreneur, it's like being a top paid athlete. The top paid athletes are the best athletes. So your goal should be to become the best athlete. The best athletes, the best skilled, the highest growth, you know what I'm saying. The ones who have achieved the highest level of skill, they are the highest paid. It's not the other way around. It's not the highest paid people achieve the highest level of skill. And so it's just like if you're trying to get good at a sport, what you need to focus on is improving at the sport. If you improve at the sport every single day, you're going to get highly paid. If you improve at entrepreneurship and improve your skills every single day, you're going to get highly paid. Think about it this way. If your goal in basketball wasn't to become the best basketball player, but to score points, well, then you just go sit under the basket and throw up really easy point scoring baskets every single day. You wouldn't do anything hard. You wouldn't challenge yourself. You wouldn't go and do drills that make you do things that are weird and don't feel good and that usually end with you without you scoring points, with you falling over, with you missing that layup, with you missing the 3-point. You just sit there and do easy stuff. And that's exactly what happens in entrepreneurship. If your goal is to make money, you're just going to do things to make money, but trying to make money doesn't make money. Building a good business, being good at business, understanding what you're doing and reaching mastery level does, or at least being damn good at what you do. If you become damn good at what you do, it's going to be very easy to make money. Most beginners don't try to become good at what they do. Most veterans don't try to become good at what they do. They don't try to learn how to think. They don't try to learn how to be an entrepreneur. They try to make money, which again, the motive behind it, okay, great, I get it. You want to pay your bills and pay for stuff. But the way you become good at something is you have to be bad at it first, and you have to do the parts of it that you don't like to do first. You have to do the parts of it that don't pay, that don't give an initial reward first, so that you become extremely competent. You do those 3 things. You make it to the point where you actually enjoy what you're working on, you maximize the time, and you focus on actually getting better at it instead of making money at first, and you become good at it. You're going to become really good at it. You're going to get really good at what you do, and you're going to make money from it eventually. Usually a lot faster than most people would if they just are focusing on the skill set. So that's my point. Am I saying don't listen to gurus? Am I saying their tactics are bullshit? No, I'm not at all. Am I saying don't go buy courses? Don't go look at a course? No, not at all. Most of the things that you see people talking about on YouTube and most of the top level gurus, for the most part, are right, tactics-wise. But when it comes to actually getting a person results, 99% of them are ass backwards. They're completely ass backwards. And it's okay because they haven't thought about this. But the way you get a person results, the way you change a person's life, is you must change the person. You have to change the person because most people, as average people, they are not compatible with becoming successful people. They will never be successful. You could literally go into their Facebook ad account and buy the ads for them. You could build their business for them. They will not be able to be successful because of mostly those 3 things that I talked about. And so before you go and buy a course, before you go and decide who you're going to follow or which way you're going to make money or how you're going to grow your business, get this shit in order. Get this shit in order or it won't work. That's it. If you want to see how to get this shit in order, I have a $2,000 course. I'm just fucking with you. It's all on my channel for free. Okay? If you don't have a successful business right now, you can't buy my software. That's cool. And you can't get YouTube consulting from me. That's cool too. Your views help spread my brand to people that can. That's what I'm doing here. And that's fine. I'm appreciative of that. So I'm just going to show you how to do this stuff for free. Check out my last few videos on the channel. I'll even link to them at the end of this video that shows you how to fix your dopamine, how to remove things in your life, and how to maximize your time. It's all on this channel for free. So enjoy it. Oh, also be sure to subscribe because I share some really ninja tactics, if you like tactics, on my live stream every weekend. That's it.